Yeah, though. You know what I'm saying? Like I was saying, though. You know what I'm saying? What you wear is who you are. You know what I'm saying? And it's every man's free will to wear the uniform of the company that he worked for. And that's just flat out how the game works. That's how business works. That's how life works. Everybody knows that you're gonna wear the uniform of the company that you represent. And in life, it's the same way. You're gonna wear the uniform of the members in the company that you're a part of. You know what I'm saying? So if you see a chick and she wearing an outfit, the same outfit of the whole club or the hoes of Mexico or whatever you want to put it, she letting you know these are my colors. You know, everything you put on your top of your body is your colors. So why motorcycle people call just their leather jackets their colors. Everything you put over top of your temple is your colors. Everything you wear, this is who you are. You know what I'm saying? That's just a flat out truth. You know what I'm saying? Flat out. We are not told this, man, and we go out here and we do the grave consequences of putting evil garments, because those garments make you be something that you're not. Have you ever seen a nigga with new shoes? Be serious. Y'all know what I'm talking about, dude. Y'all done seen that nigga with them new shoes. You know what I'm saying? He up in there, he doing whatever, act like he keep wiping them off, but now he done became, his whole mannerism is different. The nigga moving different. He walking fresher. You know what I'm saying? All this because of them shoes. I be peeping like it's them shoes got him acting like that. You know what I'm saying? Y'all know what I'm talking about, man. You know what I'm saying? And that happened with every garment you wear, though. Every garment you wear, is going to move your psyche in a certain kind of way, subconsciously, whether you understand it or not. You're going to embody what it is you put on, because when you chose it with the idea of embodying it. So you wouldn't pick pimp clothes because you about to go do some pimp shit. Real talk. Why would you pick pimp clothes and you about to go be a plumber? You're not finna do that. Why would you go pick hoe clothes if you about to be a teacher? I mean, be serious. So this is where the disrespect in the workplace come at, when you see these women wearing whatever they want, and then they respond back with the lies the devil told them. I can wear whatever I want. I need to be free. I need to be liberated. I'm like God when I take off. Woo! She like God when she take off her clothes, nigga. Listen to what I'm saying. She like God when she take off her clothes, bro. So a lot of these men telling you the white black woman is God, dog. They talking all this conscious shit on the internet, which I don't agree with. But the point or reason why she didn't got this status because she can take off her clothes and make men do whatever she want. Is that a godlike power in a feeble person's mind? It's a godlike power to them. They feel like that's godlike power. This ain't godlike power to me, because I know God exists out of reality. He exists outside of time. A lot of people look at time from one end to another end, and time don't exist like that. Not at all. Not at all. Time changed with gravity. See, now I'm getting into some quantum physics type shit. I ain't about to get into all that on the right now at this time. But the point is, you know what I'm saying? What you wear is affecting you. The jewelry is gonna even enhance it even more. So let me see if I can find another picture. Look at this picture. What you think that's doing to him? I mean, like, really, really be serious. Oh, everybody put clothes in a harmless category, like it's nothing clothes can do evil down here. Be serious. Dude, Azazel, the fallen angels, bro, taught men how to dye clothes. Women been crazy about this stunt ever since they did it. He showed them, look, you do this, you do that, and you dip that in that, look, blue, red, boom, start making clothes. Them was, come on. Once again, it's the 40-year-old man with the 7-year-old. Once again, you know what I'm saying? And this is what's going on. You know what I'm saying? This is what happened. Men are naked. You are naked, bro. You don't have your spiritual garments that the God gave you, dude. Look at all the clothes we wear now. I just be trying to imagine, like, what did Adam's clothes look like? Nobody even talk about Adam's clothes. Dude, they didn't say nothing about Adam's clothes. Saying a dummy. Dude, if you talking about somebody being naked, it's clothes involved. Whether it's something clothing you if you naked. You can't say naked unless something been snatched off or something. If I say, this nigga or whatever, you know what I'm saying? Let me just play this clip. That's, you know what I'm saying? But if you say that, what else do it mean? But that. You know what I'm saying? Seriously. That means he taking your clothes off of you. And this is what happened in the garden. Let me sum it up for the people who didn't understand everything so far in this video. The serpent convinced Eve to be free, to be liberated, to be like God, to take off her garments. And she took them off. And women still taking them off to this day. To this day, they still taking them off. You know? And men sin behind women taking off their clothes. And it's like, not 9 times out of 10. 10 times out of 10. I already made a video saying if man and woman together alone equals sex. And what makes that true, I already believed it from other information. But what makes that true is the fact that if a man see a woman naked, sex is bound to happen. It's not a question. It's not a question. It don't matter if this woman is fat. It don't matter if this woman is skinny. It don't matter what this woman look like. So this is what it's another tactic of the enemy to ruin women's mind, because they in the mirror all day trying to make themselves be something that they already are. Another ploy. You don't even know who you are. It's manipulation. Men are this is what I'm saying. If a man is no man, I don't care what he tell you. A man with a bunch of money and tell you he only date this kind of women or whatever. Whatever. But a man seeing a naked body, he's going to do something to that naked body. Period. That's God's naked body. That was a goodie God had set up for one of his sons. Mortal sons. Because the immortal sons don't need to reproduce. They got things better than sex. Like, you think, ain't nothing better than sex, dude. Like, no. It's things that exist better than sex, bro. Real talk. Real talk. There's not a many of those things down here on earth, because when you think about it, sex is the one of the one things you can do, ways you can pleasure yourself with your body. You know what I'm saying? If you buying a car, you pleasuring yourself buying a car, if you understand my drift. But it's not a physical pleasure. You know what I'm saying? This is why drugs have such a grip on people, because it's a physical pleasure. It's pleasure. It's God's pleasure. You see what I'm saying? Like it's God's pleasure perverted. That's what it is. You know what I'm saying? And man, it just breaks my heart to know that this happened like this, man, and we just fell right up under this, dude. When you look at a woman and you lust after her, bro, you only doing it because she had her garments exposed. That's the only reason why you do it. Fellas, you got the old girl down to the moment. How many of y'all fellas fans of the whip out method? For y'all who don't know about the whip out method, y'all know what I'm talking about. You just be in there and you with old girl and it just whip out. What that does subconsciously to her, and she caught up in it, is going down. It ain't too many times you can just whip out and nothing happens. You know what I'm saying? I ain't trying to be vulgar. I ain't trying to be nasty. I'm just trying to let y'all. We already over nasty. So let me nip that shit in the bud right quick. All you motherfuckers is nasty. All of you motherfuckers. You, him, her, you, him, the motherfuckers in the back seat. Better not be nobody in the back seat. I'm just making a joke. All you motherfuckers is nasty. So let's get that shit right. I don't want to hear nobody put nothing in no comments about, oh, you said this, oh, that's don't speak that kind of language. All you motherfuckers is nasty. Okay, now I screamed. I got it out. I got it off my chest already. It's off. But y'all get my point, though. Y'all all is nastier. Dude, If niggas knew how nasty you was, people wouldn't even be your friend. Be serious, bro. Be serious. You know what I'm saying? The shit you look at on pornos, you would be ashamed if somebody came in there and caught you doing it. And caught you watching this shit. Let's be 1,000. We don't have time to be 100. Let's be 1,000. You know what I'm saying? This sex shit and these naked bodies have a grip on men, a God-like grip in the people man's mind. Because I know God's grip is greater. But I'm telling you, a woman is 1,000 out of 1,000 with them kind of bad odds. I'm telling you, this is what creates the God-like complex. You know, and this is a vast subject, which means it's more research to go with. I can't even really sum it up within 2 videos because there's more to talk about. I think this is like one of my first part 2 videos. But this video wasn't done. My man got to come holler at him real quick. You want to kick it about whatever, but this video is still more to talk about. This subject ain't ever talked about. Dig this. Have you ever heard somebody say, the man make the clothes don't make the man? Okay, if that's not true, why did somebody have to tell you that? Hear what I'm saying? What do a person got to be thinking for you have to tell them, look, bro, the man don't make the clothes. I mean, the clothes don't make the man make the clothes. What do he have to be doing for you to tell him that? Thus brings my point back around full circle. The clothes is what it's about. The sin starts with your garments. It starts with your garments. Just be real. It started with Adam's garments. Be serious. He took his garments off, and now ever since that point, we living in sin. I mean, we living without God's garments covering us. Are we not? We are living without God's garments covering us. This is not God's garment, yo. This is some shit a nigga made with sin on his hands. Just be for real. Let's be 1,000. And that's what it's all about, people. All the other sin fall up under that. Everything fall up under that. Let me tell you another thing. Alright. I know my fetishes. I'm just going to ask you fellas a question. I ain't even gonna elaborate on it, but think about it. If you look at a woman with no makeup, no nail polish, no nothing, just a regular woman, is your lust as raging as it is when she does have that? Is the pornos you watch at home 90, 100% of you motherfuckers? All you motherfuckers. The only people who ain't is these motherfuckers who ain't technology savvy and they going to the club to get the shit. So we ain't finna go in there and open that box up. But is the bitches you look at enhanced with Azazel's teachings? Or are they just regular bitches? I'm gonna be 1,000 with you. When I see a woman in her normal state, I still do it, but it's not like I'm lusting after her. I won't see a woman in her normal state and just be like, oh, I want to just grab her. Oh. I don't go there. I'm gonna be for real. I'm telling y'all how I feel. But when I see a woman and she wearing the wrong jeans and her nail polish on her toes is just painted the wrong way and her hands and shit painted the wrong way, the lust is raging. Fellas, I'm being 1,000. I'm being 1,000. Rock with me, fellas. This is what it's all about. This is what I'm here to do. This is what we here to do. Let's talk about this shit. You know what I'm saying? Let's get it in. It's raging, bro, without that. I'm telling you, that's how I feel. That is how I feel about it, dude. And that rings true to this day. That still rings true, dude. The enemy knew that. I told you. To make it a proper equivalent, it's like a 40-something-year-old man manipulating 7-year-old kids. Dude, it's even worse than that, to be honest with you. When you're dealing with an eternal being, and this man is like, I done read some text that was talking about, saying that would describe Adam as a young man, like look maybe in his 30s, like a young man, like maybe late 20s, early 30s. I heard him described like that. He didn't look like the 40, 50-year-old man we see today as that we consider grown. You know what I'm saying? That's not how he looked. He was young. You know, he was built. You know, he was amazing. If you saw Adam, you'd be like, he was amazing. Especially if you saw him before he lost his garments. you would have been like, this man is amazing. You know what I'm saying? I mean, like, physical ability second to none. Like, seriously, second to none. You couldn't outrun him. You could run fast as he thought he could run. Like, seriously. Now let's go back to the video games. Any of y'all play Mega Man? My Mega Man fans out there? And I don't even like to say fans because fan means fanatic. Y'all I'm talking about? Y'all ain't no fanatics. You know what I'm saying? But my people who like to play Mega Man back in the day. You know, I used to like to play it back in the day. But one of the things they did on Mega Man was like, he was a robot. This is a subject of his own. He was a cybernetic robot that was half human and half robotic. Iron and clay. You know what I'm saying? Created by evil scientists who was getting knowledge from fallen beings. I mean, come on now, all the evil scientists get knowledge from fallen beings. Or some kind of alien, space aliens giving him knowledge that he couldn't get. Anyway, that's what's going on with Mega Man. But as you play as a Mega Man, you level up through the game. And throughout the game, he get a new suit. And this new suit, he get new boots that he can run faster and do dash moves and run up walls and all type of stuff. And then he get body armor that you couldn't hit him, and you know the damage would be reduced. I'm just saying all right to say that Adam's garments was unbelievable. Now to close it off about these garments, I want to mention the other set of garments. Now Adam had two sets of garments. People don't talk about this. It was the garments he was created with that he lost due to sin because he took his clothes off. And what you do when you take your clothes off? Anyway, you know what I'm saying? He lost his garments. But when he lost his garments, they said the Lord took... Now, the Lord made these garments. Look, it didn't say... Read it. It didn't say Adam made these garments himself. So this wasn't a man-made garment. These were garments that the Lord made for Adam and Eve and covered them with. You know what I'm saying? So this wasn't the original garments that he was born with, that he was created with. These was a hybrid garment that God killed the animal. Animal was sacrificed. A life was sacrificed to make, the first life was sacrificed, let me say, to make these garments for Adam to cover his sin. You know what I'm saying? Real talk. And that's what's going on. And these garments still exist. And those garments were stolen. So these are the garments that Nimrod wore. Now Nimrod, you know, this get deep. You know what I'm saying? I ain't trying to give y'all a whole lesson about it. I gotta catch y'all up on it. You know, in a little while. But it get deep. Nimrod wore those, and they said when the man who wore those garments, every animal in the world would come down in front of his feet and bow in front of him, like, and pay homage. You know what I'm saying? Now imagine if a man put them garments on right now and all the animals in the world start lining up like the circle of life. You know what I'm talking about? Like the giraffes and shit coming out and the monkeys and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like they did this and the man sitting there and the deer eating out his hand. Niggas would be like he God. Don't think that they ain't gonna run that play, because they definitely gonna run that. That's like a 2-3 zone to them. They gonna run that play for sure. For sure. That's gonna get ran. And people gonna fall for it. They gonna think he God. But I done been all over, because this point is all over. The world is all over. The lie is spread it all over, so that people all over don't get it. So that sin can be all over your body. When I say all over your body, it's all over your body like a symbiote. It's like, I refer to it like a symbiote on Spider-Man. It's always on you. You can't pull it off you. This sin that's on us, you can't pull it off. It's not nothing that can be dusted off. It's embedded within your mind, within your brain, within your cells. This is a cellular issue. Sin is on a cellular level. It's as physical as it is spiritual. Sin is hyperdimensional. Let me put it like that. Hyperdimensional means we exist within the 3 dimensions, where everybody know everything is 3-dimensional. For us to know that's 3 dimensions, it's got to be a 4th dimension. That's what I'm saying. So when you go beyond 2 to 3 dimensions, you hyperdimensional. That's what it means. So these beings that we dealing with are hyperdimensional beings. Sin is a hyperdimensional ailment, if you want to say. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna dig more deeper into this, but I know my attention span of my people is short. You know what I'm saying? So I ain't trying to hold y'all, because I know y'all got wifey calling you. She wants you to make her a sandwich, or she wants to tell you about what happened at work. And there's more important things to do right now than to worry about with your soul, little stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? It's life to worry about. You know what I'm saying? It's shows on TV. It's Kobe about to play. Well, Kobe ain't even playing anymore, but y'all know the point I'm trying to make. Y'all know I'm being funny. You know what I'm saying? I really don't even make videos 20 minutes because I know people don't want to listen to 20-minute videos. Me, I'm different. I actually like to hear a dude go because I know it takes time to rev up. People want to hear you go 100 miles an hour. Soon as you go off the line, like, y'all used to sports cars and all this shit. Azazel gave you because he showed y'all what to do with metal. So everything we use to play with metal, Azazel showed y'all that. Guns, knives, cars, street lights, poles, building structures, jewelry, space shuttles that really don't go nowhere. They really got engines. It's a whole other subject, but y'all know what I'm talking about. You know what I'm saying? Y'all like, what's wrong with that nigga Zoe today, man? He high something. I am high. I'm high off the spirit of the Lord. You know, some people get in there and want that fake freedom. I'm just saying though, man. I am high off of it. I get high off information. When I find, because I'm a spiritual investigator, I'm not religious, bro. I'm not religious. So the people I don't like religious niggas because they emotional. They want to sit down with you for 5 or 10 minutes, you know what I'm saying? And then create an argument when they know you about to bust their ass with information. When other ears is around listening to y'all talk, they'd rather create an argument so none of that information get dispersed. Think about it. Listen to every time a religious or spiritual subject come up. You know what I'm saying? Watch how emotional people get and watch how the one who's scared elevate his tone and then start putting aggression on his points that he making. No, it ain't no God, bro. It ain't no God. He not trying to really reason with you. He trying to really rile up aggression out of you so that you can argue with him. The truth never told, and the people around you never get the truth. So these are demons within him, kind of like pressing the self-destruct button. Like, if I don't press this self-destruct button, and I let these two keep talking, the bullshit gonna be exposed. So I gotta let him say something slick, hopefully that the guy that's talking get affected by the slander that he throwing, because when you start getting the person, they start slandering. Meaning when they don't have no answers back for what you saying, they start slandering. They get to talking about it or trying to tear you down, which is a deflection. I was telling y'all about them deflections. You know, people do this in debates all the time when they don't want the truth to be out. But you gotta understand, I'm ready to stand on it. You know, and the word tell me to have an answer ready for any man who want to question why I believe what I believe. And I'm ready for any man, dude. I don't know any question, but I'm ready to deal with you. If you got a problem with it and you really don't like the truth and you feel like within you need to come at me and try to shut my truth down, I'm going to deal with you. We got to deal with it physically. But I'm going to make sure that everybody know that you making this emotional so that you don't see this information get put out on you. So that the innocent bystanders don't get the information. You know what I'm saying? That's the whole purpose of it. But I'm running. We actually got kind of good to get to going for a minute. That's why I'm going to have to do a podcast. You know what I'm saying? Like, I got a podcast I'm working on. And I got another channel just called Holy Bible. You know, ain't no subscribers on it because people don't like Holy Bible. You know what I'm saying? The reason I did that is because I'm just going to read it from top to bottom. And you can hear me reading. I'm just going to read it from top to bottom. Genealogies and all. I'm going to start from the beginning and read it all the way through. You know, I can't wait to get to the good part because the good part is clear as a bell. You know what I'm saying? But just type in Holy Bible or Holy Bible Read on YouTube if you want to read with me. And I do I try to do 2 videos a day. So that's another place I've been too. I really didn't throw it in the beginning of the video, but that's where I've been there. I got a bunch of videos over there on Holy Bible. And, you know, I'm not using none of my own words on that channel like I'm doing on this channel. You know what I'm saying? Because I feel like the word God can stand on its own. It don't need me to give you my interpretation of it. And if you look at majority of the videos on YouTube, it'd be a dude standing there and he'd be like, and God said you should do it. He'd be like, see, what God mean right there is on, and that's how they doing it. You know what I'm saying? Me, I'm just gonna read it and let your spirit resonate with those words just the way God intended for it to be. God intended for some nigga in a fitted cap to be sitting there giving you his interpretation in his wrong garments. You know what I'm saying? He using earthly sinful garments and he representing the world with the garments he wear, but he want to say he God's soldier. No, you're not. You don't look like one. So if I'm gonna practice it, if I'm gonna preach it, I'm gonna practice it. And I don't feel like preaching get nowhere, because I don't like preachers. I like people that want to sit down and discuss information. So this is why people don't go to church, because preachers is in church. If it was people in church, it was just a guy there with a computer, and y'all gonna get on Google, so y'all can retrieve all this information, because all the information is at your fingertips with Google. I don't want to hear nobody say, if you hear somebody say, he got his answers off Google and the internet, now he think he know, that's somebody trying to deflect you from the truth, because the truth is there. It's there. Everything is required to be expelled. Not expelled, but exposed. So that's one of the conditions of Satan being ruling over this world. He got to give you the truth at the same time that he can do what he want to do. He can't do what he want to do and not give you the truth. So this is why I tell people all the time, don't get caught up in that Jesus name thing, or Yahweh this, or Yeshua that. Look, what language do you speak? I'm gonna ask you, what language do you speak? Okay, is 5 and 5 not the same? Just because he's saying it in Mexico in Spanish and I'm saying it in English? The point of what I'm trying to say is, what it is what it is. When he changed the languages up, that don't make 5 not 5 just because he's saying 5 and I'm saying 5. If y'all understand the point of what I'm trying to make. So I'm just saying that to say that don't get swept up in these names. I got 5 names. Maybe one day I'll tell them to y'all. You know what I'm saying? But if you call me by any one of them, I'm going to turn around, because those are my names. If your name Donovan and dudes call you D every now and then, you're not going to turn around and somebody be like, hey, D. Or some niggas name call him Vine. Hey, Vine. You ain't going to turn around? Your name D and Vine. Your name Donovan. I'm just making a point of it. So don't get caught up with it. The Lord know you calling him, no matter what name you use. But you can't use a name that's not his. You know what I'm saying? You can't say Allah or nothing like that, because that don't mean nothing. That don't mean that ain't his name. So, that's another story. I'm about to bust that open wide. We gonna make sense of it. I ain't gonna preach it to you too. I'm gonna be the dude with the computer. We gonna sit down, we gonna hash it out. We gonna get the situation straight. That's what I wanna do. These brothers are scared to do it though. This is why they want to get aggressive when you want to talk about this serious stuff. And they want to get emotional. They want to cry about this information. I haven't seen hardly no men out here right now. That's really very few dudes. I see some YouTube guys. They got some channels going. That's kind of trying to do it or whatnot. They ain't wearing the garments though, so nobody really preaching nothing, really practicing what they talk. Everybody kind of giving you their interpretation of it. So this is why I made the Holy Bible channel anyway, so I can just read it as is, what it is. And then we get into why it's the inspired word of God. And we not going, and that Egypt thing, let me throw something in on that since I'm on a roll right now. That Egypt thing, I've been gone. Ain't y'all happy to see me? You know what I'm saying? Yeah, happy to see me? Y'all happy to see Dr. Dre and Snoop Dogg? What? Say dog. Let me be serious and stop playing, man. But I'm just kicking it with y'all. I'll be running, but I've been saying, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's real about these clothes. I just wanted to come at y'all with a good topic, you know what I'm saying? And something good food for thought. And I just want you to look at the world around you and look at everybody there and just realize that they representing who they are. And they telling you who they are, and they, they being who they represent. And they done chose their sides. And you done chose yours. So one thing I want to say, if you look at the testimonies of the people who say that they visited hell, one common thing you will see, that they all saying that, I know why I'm here. Nobody's saying, God put me down here for no reason. Even if the testimony is a joke, God is just an example. Look, he's a fool. And he gonna argue with you before you can convince him. He don't want to be convinced. So he'd rather argue with you to get you to leave, or argue with you so the police can pull you off of his ass before he let you sit there and let you say the truth so he can be convinced by it. This is how serious and crafty the demons we dealing with are. Demons are disembodied spirits, people. That's what they are, for y'all who don't know. These are spirits of people who's never supposed to be born. We're talking about unions between the celestial and the terrestrial. They offspring were hybrids who didn't have a beginning or an end. They were not created from original like us. They were those born in the earth. We weren't born in the earth. We was created before we were jacked into the matrix. But yeah, I done did a whole sermon for y'all today. People always want to call the truth a sermon though. It ain't no sermon. I'm just being real, though. I'm being 1,000. I don't got no reason to be fake. I'm telling y'all my clothes ain't representing the Most High. I'm telling y'all I'm not looking and presenting myself as who I think I am in my mind. You know what I'm saying? I'm just being 1,000 with you, man. You know what I'm saying? But I'll be back again, man. I'll holler at y'all, man. Ride with your man.